Well, good morning, everyone. Thomas Montgomery here. We get together most weekdays when travel doesn't interfere at 8 o'clock Central to talk about strategies, tips, techniques, share success stories. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. We applied for and received a grant to help entrepreneurs improve financial literacy and access to capital. So those two are integral, not separate, integral, because there's lots of small business owners or prospective small business owners that will tell you, yes, I need money to start or grow a business. Not every small business owner needs it, but the majority do. So what's the problem? If we have banks, we have credit unions, we have alternative lenders all over the internet in our big cities, small towns, everywhere in between, why in the world do they even need this program? It's for a very simple reason. Most small business owners do not have a fundable business, and worse yet, most of them don't know what it takes to have a fundable business. So we applied for a grant with a simple premise. We can create, and let me show you here on the screen, we can create, in a 28-day period, over 4 weeks, we can create a fundable business from the ground up. Now, in addition to that, if someone comes to us and they have some of these elements, that's fine, but was built to prove that we can take a concept, a pre-formed business, and build it and have it fundable in 28 days. Now, some of you might ask, well, that sounds fine, that sounds good, but what about the credibility of the business owner? What if the business owner isn't credible, which usually refers back to their personal credit? 2 responses for that. Well, no, 3 responses to that. Number 1, not all sources of capital look at personal credit. Number 2, we have some lenders on board that'll go down to a 500 FICO, 500 FICO. But third is the grant will also cover what we call the credit sweep. So it's not listed anywhere on here because it's not really integral to a fundable business. But if we have a business owner that has an imperfect personal credit profile, the grant will cover what we call the credit sweep. The credit sweep is not credit repair, but it does help repair the credit. But let's get back to our agenda today, because I wanted to make sure we all knew the big picture of who we are, what we do, and you got 4-week funding. So let's pull back up our agenda. So there's a number of announcements that I want to share with you. And I'm hearing that I'm not sharing my screen, so thank you, Jeff, for that. Now we are. So with that, we're on 4weekfunding.com. And again, what I was just referring to without sharing the screen, thanks, Jeff, for pointing that out, as it breaks down the 4-week process. But today's agenda over here in the box. So first thing that we're doing through now through the end of August is free leads. So for those of you that are on our distribution partner side, so let's step back. We're very transparent. Every business, I believe, has 2 sides to it. It has the customer side and it has the business development side. So with ours, we have what we call affiliates. We also have white label partners, but we'll get to that in a second. So our affiliate, and affiliate marketing's mainstream. They say 80% of medium and large businesses have affiliate programs. Amazon, QuickBooks, Gucci, most businesses have affiliate programs. We do too. And so the concept of an affiliate is simply referring leads to your landing page, and you get paid off of that. In our case, what we found is some of you have not really perfected the process of generating leads. So now through the end of August, we have a free lead promotion. So let's go ahead and read what's on the screen here. So the key to earning a high income as an affiliate is having a good lead flow. Now let's pause for a moment. That's true regardless of the business. If you're a mechanic and you start a repair shop, what's your key? You need customers. If you start a new accounting firm, what's the key? You need customers. So any business, any organization needs revenue, and revenue comes from clients, and clients come from leads. So we're fortunate, we're blessed, as some would say, to have more leads than we can handle. We've talked over the last several weeks about how to market on Facebook, how to use Google ads, Instagram, and other ways of generating leads. Well, we're doing it, and it certainly works. Some of you are doing it, and it works for you too. But some of you aren't doing it, and you don't have enough leads. So we have excess leads that we're happy to share with you. No, we're not selling them. No, there's not some strings attached where you make less. We'll just give you free leads. So we've been talking about this for a couple days. The key with these leads, it's not about sales, as the next paragraph says, it's about education. Because where did I start this conversation? Lots of small business owners need funding, but most do not have a fundable business. So that's their problem. Worse yet, a lot of them don't know what it takes to have a fundable business. So that's what we do. We help educate what it takes, which is really captured in this 4-week curriculum. And then we implement so they have access to these resources. So what our affiliates are doing with the leads, whether it be our leads or their own leads, is they start by educating. Hey, are you looking for funding to start or grow a business? If so, then is your business fundable? And they'll often give you a response, but it's often an uneducated response. It's like, oh yeah, I have my EIN, or yeah, I have my LLC. Well, that's a very small part of what it takes to have a fundable business. We need to have a well-written business plan that shows that we have our arms around who we are, what we do, how much funding we need, and such. We need to have adequate liquidity, and we provide both of those in week 1. We need to have a good, unique commercial address. We provide that. Again, if they have any of these things, that's fine. It doesn't disqualify them. It just makes it go faster. We need to have an entity that's formed with the Secretary of State that's in good standing at both the federal and state levels. So we provide that. So what I'm doing is just giving you a quick synopsis of what it takes to have a fundable business. We need to have adequate collateral. Ideally, not an absolute requirement, but ideally we have at least 5 to 7 deposits coming into our business bank account a month, which we provide the collateral and the deposits. And then of course we need to have everything packaged. Then what we do is we go to funding using our lender match. So this is just a quick summary of what it takes to have a fundable business. And of course it dovetails into what we provide. So most people don't know what it takes to be fundable. So that's what we primarily focus on. And really, you don't have to sell anyone. Once you've educated them, if you've educated them properly, they'll realize that there are deficiencies or a lack of fundability, if you will, and most people will enroll because of the grant, we do all of this for free, right? So it's not going to be a price issue. We do this for free. So let's get into the bonuses. I just wanted to remind you of the free leads. I know that they dispersed thousands of free leads today. I believe it was this morning. Maybe it was last night after I logged off. But a bunch of you that have requested leads have free leads this morning when you check your email. So it's not just talk, it's happening. All right, so let's get into our bonuses for the last part of August. Bonus number 1. We need more people. We need more people to educate. We need more people to work with the leads. So we're not MLM, we're not network marketing, but any of our affiliates can become a master affiliate. How much does that cost? Nothing. It's free. So if you want to be a master affiliate, we get you set up as a master affiliate, and you can bring on what we would call sub-affiliates. Again, we're not MLM or network marketing, but we have an override system. So affiliates make 5% of the client's capital raise that goes through the program. Client gets a minimum of 100,000, so the affiliate's getting a minimum of $5,000. Master affiliates get a 2-point override, so they're getting at least 2,000 for every client that the affiliate brings through. So it's less, but of course the master affiliate's not doing the work or even bringing on the client. The affiliate is. What's the point? If you want to be a master affiliate, let us know. It's free. We'll get you a different landing page and you'll use it to bring in your what we call sub-affiliates. We will pay you $4,500 for every affiliate that you bring in, and we'll also match that to the affiliate. So let's pull up our list of participants. We have 420 of you this morning, but let's say that we have Claude, and Claude brings in Jeff. So Claude is considered the master affiliate. So, and Claude became a master affiliate for free. he ran into Jeff that is interested in helping improve financial literacy and get paid off of that. So then Jeff comes aboard. Jeff comes aboard. Jeff is an affiliate. Jeff gets his full affiliate income, but now Claude, the master affiliate, gets a 2-point override. 2 points may not sound like much, but every time that Jeff, the affiliate, brings in a client, Jeff's making at least 5,000, and Claude, the master affiliate's making at least 2. Well, our typical affiliate, and we have variants, but our typical affiliate is doing a deal a day, 30 a month. We'll add that up. 30 times 2% of 100,000, that's putting the master affiliate potentially at 50 to 60,000 a month in override income per affiliate. So it's a numbers game for the master affiliate. But with that being said, we want to encourage you to help us build our team because we need more educators. We need more hands on deck. So what's the incentive? Any affiliate that you bring on between now and the end of the year, both you and the affiliate get a $4,500 quick cash bonus. So that's what it's saying. You get it, they get it. And we're going to talk more about quick cash in a second, so we're all clear. So that's bonus number 1. Here's what I'm finding, and maybe your experience is different, but I say this without any exaggeration. When I'm talking to prospective participants for the 4-week funding program, in other words, these leads that we're sending you, I find that about half of them on average are also interested in being an affiliate. So you really don't have to go find affiliates if you're just working the leads and you let those leads know, hey, by the way, we also have a great affiliate program. On average, 1 out of 2, if you present it properly and honestly, will become an affiliate. So let's say that you're one of the folks that got 15 leads today. If you do your job well, I'd be surprised if you didn't walk away with 5 sub-affiliates by the end of the month, just from your first batch of leads. All right, any questions on bonus 1? Any questions on bonus 1? Okay, let's move forward here. Bonus 2. We also want to encourage, of course, the development of clients. How do we develop clients? We first ask, are you looking for funding to start or grow a business? If they say yes, then we follow up. Do you have a fundable business currently? They're going to answer something, and usually it's an uninformed answer. Usually they don't really know what it means to be fundable. So then you educate them of what it takes and what we do through the 4-week program, and then the funding thereafter, and you have a very, very strong probability of getting 9 out of 10 of them to sign up, because the leads that we're sharing are people that have already expressed interest. Now you're taking the time to educate them and help them and reconcile what they're looking to do with how we can help them. So you should have about a 90% close rate. So with that being said, the second bonus is actually bringing on clients. So we will also pay a $4,500 quick cash bonus to each of you who brings on a client. And we're going to also match that bonus to the client that you bring on. So here it was to bring on an affiliate. Both, we'll say the recruiter and the recruited gets $4,500. Here it's about clients. So both the affiliate that brings the client and the client gets matching bonuses. If there's any questions, let me know. So let's move on to bonus 3. So we spent some time talking yesterday about the white label partner program, and this is certainly not for everyone, and we're actually looking for just 1 per state to have a smaller group, because we have thousands of affiliates now. We just want 50 white label partners, 1 per state. There's talk that we may end up taking our affiliates and then putting them under the white label partners, but that's still in discussion. The main difference of the white label partner is that they're going out, we provide them a website, so it'd look something similar to this, but it wouldn't have our information on it. It wouldn't be our URL. It would be for the white label partner. It wouldn't have our contact us information. It would have the white label partner's information. So in other words, white label partners go out under their own branding. And if you have your own branding, then that's fine. If not, we can help you get that set up. The white label partners actually do the contract with the clients for the 4-week funding. They get to set their own prices. So we talked about yesterday how that could work. But the bottom line is normally a white label partner will make $1,000 upfront and make 10% of the back end. So that's the norm. And then also white label partners are paid directly because the white label partner is actually going out and actually contracting with the clients, whereby affiliates just refer in. So do I think the white label partner is for everyone? No. But if you do refer in a new white label partner, again, we're going to do the same match as the affiliate. We'll give you $4,500 and we'll give the white label partner $4,500. Same concept as before. So time frame details. So there's 3 bonuses. Recruit an affiliate, get paid extra. Recruit a client, get paid extra. Recruit a white label partner, get paid extra. What's the time frame? It's from today, from now, through the end of the month. Will we continue it in September? Don't know. We'll see how it goes. But right now, the clock's ticking between today and the end of the month. So by 11:59 p.m., 8:31, the transaction needs to be done, because then that turns it to 9/1. Let's talk about Quick Cash to make sure we know what Quick Cash is. And then, of course, you got our contact information here at the bottom. But what is Quick Cash? Because not everyone understands it. So step back. The buying and selling of debt instruments is a multi-billion-dollar industry. There are a number of companies like Encore Capital that are publicly traded. So they're in this space, but they deal with portfolios in the millions or tens of millions or hundreds of millions of dollars. For example, Capital One. So let's say you have a Capital One credit card, you default on it. So what does Capital One do? They bundle up those defaulted credit cards and sell it to a company like Encore Capital, who buys it for pennies on the dollar. It's real accounts receivable. And then Encore collects it and usually makes a tremendous profit off of it. So they're buying bad debt for pennies on the dollar, collecting it and turning it into cash. So that's the concept of Quick Cash. So Quick Cash, it's a legal transfer. There's no, some people don't understand it, so it's wrong to say, oh, I don't understand it, it must not be legal. That's not true. Our first big Quick Cash deal was with a huge sophisticated law firm in Austin, Texas. So they actually helped us set it up. So Quick Cash is a legal transfer of assets from us to you, or to whomever the other party is, as discussed. Often businesses will acquire assets in this way for 2 reasons: to build their balance sheet so they have collateral for loans, and then secondly, to liquidate it and turn it into cash. Because if they're paying pennies on the dollar, or in these cases, we're giving it to you for free, then as you collect, then of course you have a positive return. So furthermore, these transferred assets are in the form of accounts receivables. Every once in a while, I have someone that doesn't understand AR, but it's one of the most basic accounting principles. So AR means accounts receivable, means money owed to your business. Here's an example. You and I start a lawn care company. We go mow someone's yard for $20. They're not home when we finish. We put an invoice on their front door, and now we leave. So now you and I are owed, you and I have AR, accounts receivable, of $20. The homeowner has an accounts payable for $20. So here, we're not actually going to mow in the yards, of course, but we have true contracts, true assets that we're transferring through proper documentation. So this real AR then can be used for several purposes. It can be liquidated, in other words, turned into cash, just like Encore Capital does. And we can help you. So let's say that you're a big hitter, like let's pick up Frederick. Frederick's probably going to recruit, my guess is 20 clients between now and the end of the month, probably 2 a day. So then we would owe Frederick, who's on the Zoom, 20 times 4,500. So that's around 90,000. I'm doing that in my head. So we owe him around 90,000. So that 90,000 is real, but it's not cash, right? We said it's not cash, it's AR. So we would give, in that example, you or Frederick, 90,000 of AR. So it goes on the balance sheet. Now we have collateral or more collateral for a loan. That's great because it's an asset. It's considered a current asset on your balance sheet. But we don't have to just leave it there because it's not fictitious. It's not made up. It's not funny money. We can turn around and liquidate that for Frederick or for any of these participants and turn that into cash. So the real AR can be liquidated, which means turn it into cash. It can be factored. We had one, now we have two different outlets that will factor accounts receivables. So that is a second option. What does factoring mean? So factoring doesn't mean that the factoring company is buying the AR from the owner, but it means it's loaning money specifically against that. And one of our distribution partners, he's not on the training this morning, he applied and he got approved for $100,000 for factoring. So it's real, it works. And then the third is you could, of course, resell it. Just like if you owned a car, you didn't want anymore. Could you sell it? Sure, you have title to it. If you have a house you don't want anymore, or a property, could you sell it? Sure, you have the deed to it. So can you sell accounts receivables? Sure, you could sell it at a profit, sell it. Well, you couldn't sell it for what you paid for it because it's free here. But the bottom line is, like any asset you have lawful ownership of, you can sell. So again, as I mentioned, accounts receivable, it's real. Some people don't understand more advanced accounting principles, and so then they want to ridicule it, but that's just ignorance. I mean, it's real. Take an accounting 101 course and you'll understand that it's real. Look up Encore Capital, a publicly traded company out of California. You'll see the type of money they bring in. It has a T in front of it, a T in front of trillions. So these are real. They can be on your balance sheet for collateral, for obtaining business loans, as well as liquidated. So again, then you have our information here, 903-200-8781 if you can't read it. So let's wrap it up. So today we rolled out a couple bonuses, well, three. I don't know if three is a couple, but we rolled up three bonuses we wanted to make sure that you're aware of so we all are motivated to finish the month strong. So you can recruit affiliates, which are great for them and great for you because you get overrides. And so between now and the end of the month, that will provide you and them a $4,500 bonus. The question that James has is, can you recruit multiple affiliates? Yeah, so sure, James. So let's say that you recruited 10 affiliates. Then that'd be great because now as a master affiliate, you got 10 affiliates out there, you're getting overrides. But you would get 10 times 4,500 in that example, and then each of the 10 we get this one time, right? So you're getting it for every affiliate you bring on, not just once, but the affiliate that comes in gets it once. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, so three bonuses. Bring on affiliates, which generate overrides for you, 4,500 bonus for you and them. Bring on clients into the 4-week funding program. Both you and they get a $4,500 bonus. If you know anyone that's a little bit more sophisticated, someone that wants to go out to the market under their own branding, have control of the client, control of pricing, then we would call them a white label partner prospect. And again, we'll pay you and pay them the $4,500 bonus. These incentives are set to run from today, the day of announcement, even if you're listening to the recording afterwards, from the 21st through end of the day, the 31st of August. We may have these in September. We may change them. We may enhance them. I don't know. But this is what we have to work with now. If you don't understand what we're discussing or you have questions, you can call us. So let me work through the questions or comments that are submitted here today. All right. Claude's asking about time frame. So Claude, you see the time frame here. So everyone should be clear. There shouldn't be any question about the time frame. So anything that happened before this date doesn't apply. Anything that happens after this date doesn't apply unless we decide to continue it. So that was Jeff's question, it looks like. Harold's asking, okay, his question's a little bit advanced, so I'll address it. just to make it clear, and I'll even put it on the screen. So if you are an affiliate, there are two program options that affiliates can offer. So the cap locks on, don't I? The 4-week funding is one of them. And that's what we're doing a lot of because it's free to the participant. There's a $5,000 cost to go through the 4-week funding program. The grant covers all $5,000. Now you have to understand how it covers. It covers $4,000 up front, and then the other $1,000 is paid as a refundable deposit by the participant that is paid back to them. So in the end, this is a free process. If the client wants to continue on and go through funding, it is not free. We charge a 10% performance fee, and that's how we pay the affiliates, half of that, 5%, and that's how we pay the master affiliates, 2% of that. So all of this is essentially free. There is a $1,000 refundable deposit. And then if they want to proceed to funding, and it's not free, there's a 10% performance fee that's 70% of that's paid to the field. So going back to Harold's question, so that's 4-week funding, what we've talked about. Also, we have the free funding proposal. And a lot of you have that landing page as well. So that one you can go out to the marketplace and there is no upfront cost. But it's like going into a restaurant, Harold and everyone else. You can order the chicken or you can order the steak. Both are fine. Both are as advertised, but you don't order the steak and say, hey, where the hell's my chicken? Or order the chicken and say, hey, where the hell's my steak? They're two different items on the menu. These are two different programs. So could people participate in both? Of course. You could order the chicken and the steak. But what we've been focusing on primarily is the 4-week funding because of how valuable it is and because it's actually free to the client. But you're right, Harold, there's a different proposition that many of you have landing pages for, and it's still viable, it's real, and that's fine. And that's where you drive people into your landing page. There's no upfront cost, and they get funding offers. They are still paying the 10% performance fee. We still split that with you. So you're right, Harold, there's two different ways to go to the marketplace. And in many cases, clients will end up doing both, but that's fine. The incentive, though, for client recruitment, you'll see, is specifically for the 4-week funding. We're so proud of this program. It's working so well that we want to emphasize it, but it does require the $1,000 refundable deposit. If you are a white label partner down here, then you control the pricing. So you might make that $2,000 as a refundable deposit instead of $1,000 or however you want to do it. But let me make sure our phone number's up there and let's see if there's any other questions before we end. So that was Harold's question. Harold also asked about the AR. So yeah, when you get, let's go back to the explanation of Quick Cash here. So AR, when we talk about the global industry of buying and selling debt instruments, that usually falls into one of 4 categories, I believe. It could be defaulted mortgages, defaulted credit cards, which was the example I gave, defaulted auto loans, or fourthly, defaulted professional service agreements. So all of them are real agreements that was between 2 parties, and then we're able to provide those as incentives. And you might say, well, that's not real cash, that's not valuable. Well, that shows a lack of financial literacy. It is very valuable because they're real contracts that the ownership is now placed with whoever received that incentive. It's real. It goes on the balance sheet. It's real. It counts towards loans. It's real. And then we can liquidate that, which we talked about right here, and get real cash. So there's an extra step. We have to liquidate. We have to collect off of it, but we can handle that for you. We're licensed and bonded to do so. All right. So with that being said, hopefully everyone's clear on the 3 bonuses. Here's our phone number. We're going to be traveling Thursday and Friday of this week, so we'll be back on Monday morning, but you've got some great information to chew on. Feel free to give us a call, but we'll be back for our next Zoom on Monday morning of next week. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.